Hello guys, how are we all? And welcome to the Riding with Robbie channel. I haven't vlogged since Monday and there's a massive reason why, because it's just been such a crazy week and it's Sunday now and I can't wait to kind of tell you about it because there's been so much good and bad and it's all just been mixed together like crazy. So let's start by talking about the last time I spoke to you guys was Monday Night Live, and on that I said about my hip that the doctor spoke to me and said I've got a little bit of a torn muscle. But anyway, they said that we're going to get a specialist to ring you on Tuesday. So I get a call from a specialist at my local surgery and he just goes, well, that's a surprise. And I'm like, what, the torn muscle? And he was like, no, the fracture. Your hip is fractured. And I was like, what? My hip is fractured? And he's like, yeah, you need to see a specialist ASAP. So I'm booking you an appointment at the hospital tomorrow. You need to be seen. You know, possible, could be might just be a stress fracture, which could heal itself. You could need surgery. And I'm like, what? So I'm like thrown off at this point. So I spend the whole night worrying about this appointment. And then I go to it and they're like, why are you here? And I'm like, because the doctor's booked this appointment with me. And they're like, oh, we haven't had anything. We've got none of your records. Tell us the story. So I'm like, it's just been going on nearly a year and a half. And it is slowly getting better all the time. But I was like, really? So anyway, I saw a fracture specialist, and he was able to get my x-ray, but not my MRI. And he said, yeah, I don't think you've got a fractured hip. So I'm like, okay. But he just goes, I want to explore this further. So go and have some blood tests. I've requested your MRI. I'll be here in a couple of days and I'll see you in 2 weeks. And I was like, okay. So anyway, so that was a bit crazy. Training, I've been doing loads of training this week. I've done 16 hours training this week, 4 hours in the gym and 12 hours out on the bike. I'm a little bit obsessed with the Yoleo R12. I can't seem to stop myself from riding it. It's a sickeningly good bike and I just love it. So I've been riding that loads. Work-wise, do you know what? This is the first week where I've actually created more content than I have written articles, if that makes sense. So obviously it's all content, but typically I used to be 100% writing and then it went to like 80% writing, 20% like photos and videos. This week was actually 40% writing, 60% photos and videos. With the new Google algorithm change, that's what people seem to want. So I did some awesome reviews of some products where I went out, reviewed them, did a cool video about it. First client, I'm quite new to video, kind of, how do you say it? Selling video content. Obviously I make my own lot with this, but selling video content and making it for companies. And yeah, they loved it. I did another one about bike packing, which I'll eventually, when these articles get released, I'll put them in the links of this vlog. About some bike packing stuff. I did that, went out yesterday with the Legend Paul Streets, and it was just savagely fun. We went out, we rode, I made this video, took loads of pictures. What a buzz of a day. Absolutely loved it. And then today I've had the day off, so I just went out riding with Paul, and I'm kind of just waiting for Bryony to get home now, and because I'm a bit bored. Me and Ivy are sitting here like waiting for things to do. So it's been a mental week, and I've got my stag next weekend, so that's going to be fun. I asked the guys, my best men. I have two, because bit of a long story, but I have two. I asked them. I don't want to go silly, just want a nice night out, just a few pints, that's all I want. So I'm assuming that's what we're doing, but yeah, you never know. So it's been an awesome week. I'm still a little bit worried about this hip thing. It gets better and better all the time. And naproxen, the anti-inflammatory medication I take, I've been taking less and less. It seems to help it a lot, but I'm just in this place of I just want this I just want to know what's wrong now. But anyway, is what it is. And yeah, we'll see. So yeah, it's been a mental week. Sorry I haven't really been smashing out much on any of my channels or on here, but things are excellent. The only other thing that I could probably tell you about is the Yoleo. I did mention it earlier. So I'll be using one of their gravel bikes, but I've kind of fallen in love with their road bike. I love it. I've been riding it so much this week, and it's just such an awesome bike. I absolutely love it. If you go back through my channel, a few videos ago, you know, first impressions on riding the Yoleo R12, and it's so good, man. I love it. And I'm considering saying to them, can I maybe have one of these instead of the gravel bike? Because it's just too much fun, and it's just so fast. And I've been out with Paul today, and it was just such a nice experience riding that bike. It's not even fitted to me properly yet, and I just, absolutely fallen in love with the bike. So that's going to be a conversation that I need to have with them, I guess. We'll see. I just love it. So anyway, guys, thanks for listening. Tomorrow is Monday Night Live. We might have a guest up on Monday Night Live. Fingers crossed. Bit of a legend. Fingers crossed he'll be on. But we will see. Stay cool, guys. We will catch up soon. Subscribe because you're legends.